Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leslie and today I'm gonna be tier ranking all of the characters from Riverdale from season 1 to 5 because the new season is coming out in a couple of days, so that's great, you know? But I just thought we should rank them all to see where they're at right now and see how it changes after this new season. So I'm gonna be ranking them from I love you to jump off a cliff. And let's get started. So the first one that we're gonna be doing is Fred Andrews, and with him I am gonna put him in the I love you section because I feel like he was like a good character and I don't feel like he ever did anything wrong in my opinion, you know? So that's why we're putting him there. Next we're gonna do Josie. And with her, like, I love her because she's like an empowerment woman, but at the same time I feel like sometimes she wasn't my favorite character. So I think I'm gonna put her in the I love/hate you section. Next, we're gonna do Polly. So with Polly, I always felt like she was very dumb. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but I am gonna put her in the why do you exist? Because I don't feel like she's bad enough to be like jump off a cliff, but I feel like a lot of times she made Betty feel really bad about stuff and like it was like, oh, you know, and then she did die, so that's why we also can't put her at the worst, you know, but that's where I'm putting her currently. Next, we're gonna do Reggie. So with Reggie, I mean, if you haven't watched the 5th one, I'm not gonna say anything, but I really did not expect him to end up with who he did in that last episode. And I feel like he just switches around between like good guys and like bad guys and like, you know? So for that reason, I think I'm gonna put him in the I love/hate you because I feel like he has done bad things, but at the same time he helps them and he like redeems himself in a way. So next we're gonna do Cheryl, and with her, I mean, she's a little bit weird sometimes, but she's just such an empowered woman, and I'm just gonna put her in the I love you because I don't know, like I love her character so much. That's all I have to say about her. Next, we're gonna do Jellybean. So with her, I'm gonna put her in like the section because it's like she was kind of a big part in some of the previous seasons, but in this season in particular, she didn't even show up, you know? I don't know, like I just feel like with her, she did mess up sometimes, but it was like she was more of a like complimentary character. So it's like, you're not my favorite, but like I don't hate you, or like I don't think you shouldn't puff a cliff or anything. So that's that with her. Next, we're gonna do Nana Rose. So with her, honestly, like she's a little creepy. Like I know like that's the intention of her character, but like she just creeps me out and I feel like I don't know where to put her because I feel like you can't tell an old lady to jump off a cliff, you know? But like she's not decent. She's creepy, so I'm gonna put her in the why do you exist, okay? Next, we're gonna do Joaquin, and with him, I am gonna put him in the I think with Jellybean because I feel like his character was like a good character, but I mean, now we're gonna do Hiram. And with him, I'm sorry, because I know a lot of people probably love him, but he has to jump off a cliff for me. Like, I feel like he is a huge part of all the bad things that happen to like the 4 main characters, and I'm over it. Like, he can go jump off a cliff. Now we're gonna do Ethel, and with her, she was just so weird, and like, I don't know guys, like, this one is actually kind of hard, because I'm like, just jump off a cliff, because honestly, like I felt like she really like was one of my least favorite characters that whole season, so I'm just gonna put her there. Next, we're gonna do Dr. Curl, and with him, he creeps me out as well. Honestly, a lot of these characters creep me out, but he does help them sometimes, you know? So I guess I'm gonna put him in the you're decent, nothing wrong section. Next, we're gonna do Joanne. And I don't know if you guys remember her from the whole season where Jughead had to go into hiding because of that whole thing that they did. So with her, I'm also put her in Why Do You Exist? Because I feel like she wasn't one of like the worst ones, but she was bad, you know? Next, we're gonna do Doris Belle. I don't know if you guys remember that one part where she was helping Hiram, so I'm gonna tell her to jump off a cliff too. Even though I said that I wasn't gonna tell the old ladies to jump off a cliff, but that's how I felt about her when I saw that. I was like, girl, no, So next we're gonna do Frank, and with him I am gonna put him in the I love you section because I feel like he is a good character, you get me, and he has helped Archie through a couple things, especially after his dad died. So I don't know, I feel like at first like he wasn't one of my favorites, but now it's like, oh, you know, like I got more respect for him in a way, I guess. So that's where we're putting him. Okay, now we're gonna do Veronica Lodge, and with her I kind of have like a love-hate relationship, which I know everyone's gonna be like, what? Like, because I know more people like love her and everything, and it's like I love her character, but then there's some things that she does where I'm like, girl, like, why? You know, like. So next we're gonna do Topaz, and with her I feel like I have to put her up there, you know, because she's such a badass, and I really liked how they implemented her, like her pregnancy in real life into the show. Next we're gonna do Jason Blossom, and with him I'm just gonna put him in Why Do You Exist because I feel like his whole storyline is so creepy. Next we're gonna do Claudius Blossom, and with him I just feel like they were all so mean to Cheryl, you know, and like they're just all so greedy, bro. Like, jump off cliff, please. I'll ask nicely. Next, let's do Clifford Blossom. Another jump off a cliff, please. You know, they can all go together, holding hands. Next, we're gonna do Sierra Mccoy. And with her, I think I'll put her in like the you're decent, nothing wrong. Because she did do some things that were questionable, but at the same time, it's like, she never did anything that I was like, oh my god, jump off a cliff, you know? Next, we're gonna do Alice, another mom. And with her, oh my god, I have a love-hate relationship with Alice because I feel like she always makes Betty feel less and treats her like if she wasn't part of the family in a way. And it annoys me so much. It's like, oh my god, especially this like season 5 after you guys know what happened, where she was just ignoring Betty, and like when she went off on her and told her that it was her fault. Oh my god. So yeah, you know, like we love that she tries, but we also hate some things she does. Now we're gonna do Agent Arthur, and honestly I can't remember him a lot, so I'm just gonna put him in like the you're decent, nothing wrong section because I honestly can't remember him for the life of me. I couldn't tell you what he did. Next we're gonna do Mary, Archie's mom, and with her I'm gonna put her in the section just because I feel like she was kind of an absent mom, but she was there for Archie when he needed her. So it's like, you know, she's just kind of in the middle. Like, I don't hate you, I don't love you, it's just... Next we're gonna do Edgar, and with him I hope we can all agree that he should jump off a cliff. If we don't all agree, going back over here, we're gonna start with our dear Brett. With him, I feel like he was worse than this girl over here, the one that I already put here. So he can jump off a cliff too. Honestly, in this show I have so many people who could jump off a cliff. Like, I don't usually have that many people that I'm like jump off a cliff in any show. Next, let's do Miss Penny. Should I put more than 2 in a row in jump off a cliff? Yeah, jump off a cliff. Mr. Chad. Yes, Mr. Chad can also jump off a cliff. There you go. Literally, I don't know why Veronica would end up with a man like that. Like, I'm glad that's over though, because I could not stand this man, and I don't know how she stood with him for so long. Like, girl, you're supposed to be a queen! But whatever. Next we're gonna do Pops, and Pops, obviously, I love him. I feel like he was always there helping everyone. Now Midge. With her, I'm just gonna put her in the why do you exist? Now Valerie. So with Valerie, honestly, you all know the Pussycats were great. And I felt a little sorry for her because of what Josie did to them. Like, I get it, you know? So for that reason, I am gonna put her in the, like, I mean, I don't love her. I think she's a great character, but it's like, she's not one of my favorites. I also don't hate her. So I'm gonna put her in the section, you know? Now we're gonna do Hermione Lodge. And with her, another empowered woman who I can't believe put up with such a horrible man for so many years. So it's like, I don't love you, I don't hate you, but you also could have been a better mom. And you know what, I'm just gonna put her in the S section. Next, we're gonna do Tabitha. And with her, at the beginning, I was like, wow, this girl's sassy, like, what's up with her attitude, you know? But now, honestly, she's one of my favorite characters. So, like, next, let's do Jughead. Because, you know, and with him, oh my god, people are gonna hate me for this, but I'm not, like, I used to be a huge fan of the four of them. They were like my favorite at the beginning, but as the seasons have gone by, it's like with Jughead, I started having a love-hate relationship, because it's like some of his attitudes and stuff, I'm like, dude, like, no, like, why? That, like, that voicemail message that he left for Betty, like, oh no, we can't stand toxic males. So for that reason, it's like, like, I love you, but like, I hate you, like, you know? Now we're gonna do Kevin. And with Kevin, I'm gonna put him in the you're decent, nothing wrong, because I feel like he's a great character and his growth throughout the seasons has been amazing. But just, like, I know he was fighting with his insecurities this last season, but like, it just didn't stand right with me how, like, he just broke off the engagement like that, you get me? Next, we're gonna go with Moose. I feel like he was kind of a coward and I never really liked him that much, and I honestly, like, his character's not that important in my opinion. And so yeah, we're putting him in why do you exist. Now we're gonna do Hermosa. So Hermosa, I didn't like her at the beginning, but she has helped the main character, so it's like, although she's not my favorite, she's like not a person that I would tell to jump off a cliff. So I'm put her in the you were decent, nothing wrong section. Now we're gonna do Hal Cooper, Black Hood, and oh gosh, where do we put him? He basically destroyed his family, you get me? It's like, and I honestly still don't get how he was a serial killer without having the gene, like, still astonishes me. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna tell him, I have to tell him to jump off a cliff. How do you not tell a killer to jump off a cliff, you get me? Okay, next we're gonna do Sweet Pea. And with him, I feel like he was never a character that I was like, oh my god, I love him, or like, I hate you, you get me? So I'm putting him in the you're decent, nothing wrong, you know? We're perfectly fine with this character, like. Now we're gonna do Betty. Betty. So I do not condone dating best friends. I know it's wrong. Oh my god. I mean, it was cheating, you know? It was cheating in this case. And we don't accept cheaters, you know? We also don't condone cheating. So it's like, I love her because she's an empowered woman as well, you know? But also, like, some of her actions are like, girl, why? You know, so it's like, ugh. So I still love her, but some of her actions I hate. So I hope that makes sense, you get me? Next we're gonna do Principal Honey. Oof, okay. I hope we can all agree he can jump off a cliff. Now we're gonna do Miss Donna, another of the ones that I so did not like during season, I think it was season 4. Oh my gosh, where to put her, you know? Should we put her in Jump Off a Cliff or in Why Do You Exist? Yeah, Jump Off a Cliff. Okay, next we're gonna do Fangs, and with him, I am so happy that him and Tony ended up together. I'm gonna put him there. Sheriff Keller. I'm gonna put Sheriff Keller in the A section because it's like, I don't love you, but I don't hate you, but I also feel like he could have done way more and not let Hiram step all over him so much. A lot of these characters could have done this, don't get me wrong, but yeah, that's why we're putting him there. Next we're gonna do F.P. Jones, and with him, I am gonna put him in the I love / hate you section. Next we're gonna do Principal Weatherby, and with him, I'm just gonna put him in the, you know, nothing wrong section. Next we have Andre, and with him, I'm gonna put him in the Why Do You Exist section. Next we're gonna do Cassidy, the last of the Pussycats. And I am also gonna put her in the A section. So now we're gonna do Ben, and with Ben, I am gonna put him in the You're Decent. No, I'm put him in the Why Do You Exist section. I don't know if you guys remember him. He was like in season 1 or something like that. Next, we're gonna do Miss Jessica. With her, I'm gonna put her in the section because she kind of annoyed me, but like not enough to tell her to like jump off a cliff. Plus I get it, you know, Jughead was kind of to her, you know. Next we're gonna do Evelyn, and I'm sorry, but we gotta tell her to jump off a cliff. We cannot have submissive woman. Just kidding. Now we're gonna do Eric, Archie's new BFF, and with him, I am gonna put him in the You're Decent, Nothing Wrong section because I feel like he will be of more importance in upcoming seasons, but in season 5, which was the first season that he appeared in, I wasn't in love with him or his character, and I also didn't hate it. It was just like, oh, you know, like, could be a good character or a better character in the future. Now we're gonna do Glenn. So, I'm not sure what he and Betty had going on, if you know what I mean. But, I just think he's such a jackass. I don't know if I should tell him to jump off a cliff or Why Do You Exist. I am gonna go with, you all know I love going with Jump Off a Cliff. Okay, and lastly, I know we still have some characters left, but I don't want this video to be super duper long, so last of all, which I know you probably have been waiting for this one, is Archie. So Archie, oh my god. I also have like a love-hate relationship with him, for the reason that he's also a cheater. I know the whole thing started out with him like it was part of the plan, but once they started catching feelings and stuff, it was like, oh bro, like, you know, you all actually are dating someone else, like, so I don't know, bro. I think that's how I'm gonna leave them. So comment down below where you would have put these characters, because I'm pretty sure some of you won't agree with where I put especially the 4 main characters. If you want to watch some of the other tier ranking that I've done, I have ranked the characters for the Vampire Diaries and the characters for Grey's Anatomy. So I will link those videos here at the end so that you guys can go watch them. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!